Hello friends! Today we are here to discuss, review, try out the Olaplex number 0 Intensive Bond Building Hair Treatment. So this is kind of like a precursor step to using the step 3 if you use that at home already, to essentially kind of like amplify it, make it work better, and all that kind of fun stuff. So as a breakdown, what we're going to be doing is I'm going to go back in time, because I'm in the future currently. I'm going to go back in time. So we're going to go through the whole application process, try it on. You'll see me struggle. I'm not super hair smart or anything like that, so it was a really wild ride. And then you'll kind of go with me seeing my thoughts as I go, and then my final results at the end with how I feel it made my very damaged hair feel. As a precursor, my hair is like fairly damaged. I've been a lot of hair colors the last couple years. If you take a scroll through my Instagram feed, it can vouch for that. I've seen a lot of bleach in my time. I've seen a lot of hair colors in my time. And yeah, also my hair texture is wavy, not super wavy enough to look like beachy and like cute-ish, but my hair isn't overly wavy or kind of curled in any sense of the word. And my hair texture is fine, the individual strands, but I have a lot of them. So with that little summary, I'm gonna kind of throw you guys to the demo, and then I'll look like this again at the very end, and it'll all be a good time. So let's get into it. Hello friends, I am here, naked, for real. Not actually, I'm joking. I am a user of some Olaplex products already in my routine. I use the number 3 and I use the number 6 already. The camera has been changed. So like I said, I've used number 3 and number 6 already in the past. I enjoy them very much, so I wanted to try this out. I'm very excited. So it did come in a nice little recyclable box here. We love the environment. And also working with Olaplex was really, really fantastic. They were very nice, very helpful. I was actually confused when they first reached out to me because I figured it was fake. So yeah, they were fantastic. So I want to say thank you to Ty for sending this over. And it says on the inside of the box that this is for all hair types. It's gentle on your hair, presumably because it's repairing your hair. It is pH balanced, paraben free, color safe, vegan, sulfate free, cruelty free, and SLS, SLES free. So getting into the little card that this came with, this is a 2-part system to use in between salon visits if your salon is an Olaplex salon. And this is to prep the hair to intensify the benefits of the step 3, and it jumpstarts the repair deep within the hair strand. And then your number 3 strengthens the weakened bonds, reduces breakage and split ends, and dramatically smooths and protects. And this did already launch in the US and in Canada as of the 22nd. Internationally, it will be in September of this year, no specific date. So I'm on the Olaplex website right now because I wanted to get like the most info for you guys. On the Olaplex website, it is $28 US, so presumably somewhere around like 35 probably dollars Canadian. And I'm gonna just kind of hop straight into this and follow the directions here, because I'm gonna do a more in-depth review at the very end. This did come with a small size of the number 3. I'm almost out of my number 3, so I'm gonna use this. And then this is the size of the bottle of the number 0. So this is 155 mils. Directions are fairly simple. Apply it onto dry hair and saturate from root to tip. Leave on for 10 minutes. After the 10 minutes, you then apply your step 3. Wait another minimum of 10 minutes. I like to leave it on as long as I can. And then you're going to rinse, shampoo, and condition. If you use the Olaplex shampoo and conditioner, you will use that. If you do not, then you will use whatever it is that you already have. So I'm going to start by, this is very thin. This is like very watery. So I'm going to start kind of sectioning off my hair. I'm just going to do like a top and bottom scenario. I'm definitely not super smart when it comes to hair. All I know about hair is how to somewhat repair damage. I'm not one for styling or anything like that, so I am your bottom of the barrel average consumer here. I have my very old dry bar hairbrush in here with me. So you want to saturate this root to tip. I don't get super worried about like the roots when I do these kinds of things, just because like how damaged is my root really gonna be? This is actually all my natural color. I feel like I'm gonna mess this up. Let's just like, I'm using the viewfinder. How hard do I have to squeeze to get some of this out? Oh, it's on my arm. That's not where I want it. Okay, I think what I'll do, I'm gonna like put it in my hand maybe. I'm not a hairdresser, I don't know. that was a bad idea. Oh. Hey, there we go. So you want to just kind of saturate the hair root to tip, because step 3 is meant to be used on damp hair. Like before this came out, you would just use the step 3 on dampened towel dry hair. So I feel like this is simple and I'm just making it hard probably. But what I think I'll do, because I'm sure this is going to take me a while, I'm going to like speed through it and just like show you guys little chunks so that it's not the most annoying thing you've ever seen. Okay, one side down. I am struggling. This is so simple to do, and yet here I am. Like, this is as if they've asked me to like do math or something. Okay, I managed to do the bottom half of my hair, except it's like still dry in spots. I did get it everywhere, because even like if you're not squeezing it and you're holding it upside down, it still comes out. But bottom half of my hair is mostly saturated, as good as it's gonna get, because I'm giving up. So let's do the top. I feel like this is gonna be harder than the bottom for some reason. My hair is as saturated as it's gonna get. Now we gotta wait for 10 minutes, so it's 6:55, so I'll come back at 7:05. I do want to say really quickly, that was a bit of a pain in the butt to like apply. I'm sure in the little clips you'll see me struggling. I feel like it would probably be easier if you had a friend to do this, to put it in for you. I don't know. Again, I'm not super hair savvy or anything like that, like, you know what I mean? I don't use a lot of styling products other than just things to repair my hair. So maybe if you're a little bit more, you know, better with that kind of stuff than I am, then you probably won't struggle nearly as hard as I did. And as for how much is left, I used about a quarter of the bottle. It does say that this is about 4 to 6 treatments. So for me, just because I do have a lot of hair, it's probably going to be 4 treatments. But like I said, I will be back in 10 minutes and we will see how it goes. Okay, it has been 10 minutes. I did pop into the bathroom just to get a couple spots that I missed because I'm using a viewfinder that's this big to do my hair. So I did just hit a couple spots that I didn't quite get. But now it is time to use the number 3. So like I said, I do already have this, but I only have about 1 use left in it anyway. So I'm just going to use the one that came in the kit. So I'm not going to bother trying to section my hair because once my hair is wet, it is just like Tangle City. So I'm just going to work it through with my hands. Because this is more of a cream texture. Cream, but like thin, like it still has some motion to it. But I'm just basically going to grab chunks and do it this way. A little easier for me. Now, I did pull up the Sephora website just to do a little bit of reading while I work this through. As I said earlier, this is meant to prep and prime for step 3, which we're currently doing, because the Olaplex system is essentially created to help rebuild the bonds in your hair that become damaged from heat styling, coloring, bleaching, pretty much anything really, environmental stressors. So this is meant to give you the strongest hair that you can have. Now, they did actually study this product, so using the number 0 with the number 3 together just one time can strengthen your hair by up to 68%. I'm finding that this is making the number 3 a little easier to disperse than just like water, which is nice. Because I feel like that'll help me. Oh, I'm shedding. Lord help me. So obviously by repairing your hair and helping repair damage, it's going to make your hair a lot shinier, a lot more healthy looking. This will help with frizz. It's kind of like an all-around winning situation. You guys saw when I first started the video that my hair naturally is a little bit frizzy, and that is with me blow drying it. My natural hair texture does have like a slight wave to it. Nothing like super intense or curly, like just enough to look kind of beachy, if you will. Now, in terms of reviews on Sephora for like other people's experiences, there's not a whole lot yet. Only negative reviews I'm really seeing are people complaining about the application. So kind of similar to the same issue that I was having, where it's kind of hard to apply. I don't know if this is a bad idea, but I almost think that even if it was in like a spray bottle, it might have been easier to saturate the hair, because I feel like they chose this shape because I've seen this kind of shape of a product used in salons before and in like home hair dye kits to distribute color. But I feel like just for like the average consumer, this is a little bit harder. So I think a spray bottle actually might have been a little bit better just for people like me that aren't super great with hair things overall. So this, I'm gonna let sit for probably about half an hour. So it's about 10 after 7 right now. So at 7:40, I will wash my hair and then I'll dry it, style it, and come back. I've actually slept with this in before, which is totally safe. There's no keratin or anything in it, so it's not gonna damage your hair to leave it in any longer. And after I went to the bathroom and I hit a couple spots that I missed, I did use up quite a bit more. So now I'm about a third of the way through the bottle, so this is probably only gonna be 3 uses for me. It also does say on the website to use this once a week, just for like regular hair or like slightly damaged hair, if you will. 2 to 3 times a week for very damaged hair. To me, my hair is fairly damaged. I get breakage really easily. My hair is quite fragile. I avoid heat styling it too frequently for that purpose. So for me, say if I did the 2 to 3 times a week, this would only be like a week and a half for me. So it's not like there's not a lot of product in here, because it's like, it's a good amount of product, don't get me wrong. It's more so just for the amount of hair that I have. I don't think it's practical for me to do it that way. I would probably do this once a week to once every other week, because I do also have a lot of reparative items in my arsenal already. But like I said, in half an hour, I'm gonna rinse this out. You shampoo and condition like normal, style as normal, do all your normal stuff, and I will be back once I have showered. Hello friends, I'm back. It is late. I washed my hair. I let it air dry for the most part because, again, my hair is very treated. So I air dry it as much as I can and then I blow dry it to kind of smooth out. But this is the final result here. My hair has a delightful shine, if you can see here. I did get a second opinion. I had my mom feel my hair. My mom says that my hair feels lovely. It was pretty easy to brush through getting out of the shower, and I think I did mention earlier that my hair, when wet, is a mess, like an absolute mess. I don't know what happens to it when it gets wet, but it's the worst. Like, I remember once when I was younger, I went to a pool party, and I didn't put my hair back before I went swimming, and it took 4 girls to brush out my hair. It was awful. So, my hair was really easy to brush out, felt good, feels good right now. Again, definitely, like, really nice and shiny. Guys can see. I did do my usual products when I got out of the shower. So I did my Olaplex number 6 Bond Smoother. I always put this in when I'm out of the shower. This is just like a leave-in, basically. So it just helps to hydrate, continue repair, prevent frizz, and all that fun stuff. And then my Paul Mitchell Super Skinny Serum. This was just at the recommendation of my hairdresser because my hair needed more moisture. And this actually is really nice for smoothing as well. I do love this quite a bit. So overall, I think I'm vibing with it. What my game plan is I'm gonna go to bed and then in the morning I'm gonna do my makeup. I'm gonna style my hair. I'm gonna curl it, see how it looks, see how it feels after I've slept on it, and then I'm gonna kind of conglomerate all my thoughts and give you guys like a final, you know, because I'm a little bit tired to do that right now because things dragged out. I was watching TV, I was trying to let my hair air dry, and now I'm tired and now I don't want to do my makeup. Just to give you guys my final thoughts on everything. And yeah, so I'll see y'all in the morning. Okay, it is the next day. I look a lot better than I did in the other chunk of the video. So this is the final result. I did style my hair. I wanted to try styling it and see how it went. Overall, I'm really happy with this. I do feel like this made a difference in compared to just using the step 3. My hair does feel a lot better than it would have felt just using the step 3 alone. And I can vouch for that because I have been a user of the step 3 for a very long time. So I recommend. I do like this. However, I still have some thoughts. One being that depending on your hair texture and how thick it is, this will be expensive for you. So for me, I'm probably going to get about 3 uses out of this, including the one that I just filmed. At $38 Canadian, it's a little expensive for me. I'm going to keep purchasing it, but I'm going to use it a little less than what they recommend. I'm probably going to do it every week to every other week, more so than the possible 2 to 3 times a week, because I would just go through it way too quickly and I wouldn't feel super comfortable with that. So definitely take into consideration your hair type, your hair texture, and how much you're willing to spend. Because if you have thicker hair, even people have thicker hair than me, right? And longer hair, my hair straight is like maybe like just under the tatas, you know? So people have more hair than I do as well. I don't think that they're like doing anything mean on purpose to like give you less or anything like that. I think it's just the way the cookie crumbled. And the actual bottle, let me get it out. So simply put, I am too much of an idiot to use this properly. I like you saw, I didn't do a very good job. I was having a really hard time. I got it everywhere also. So I think I'm actually gonna decant this into a spray bottle, because as I mentioned earlier, I almost feel like this would do better in a spray bottle, because I feel like you could distribute it a lot more evenly, a lot faster, and a lot easier. Again, I feel like the shape of this bottle is very salon inspired. You'll see your hairdresser using things like this and stuff like that. However, I'm not a hairdresser. You may or may not be a hairdresser. So I feel like maybe for the average consumer, it might be a little difficult to use. So I'm gonna put mine into a spray bottle. I'm also curious to see if that'll make me use less also, because I'm not getting messy, I'm not getting frustrated and all that fun stuff. So I'm gonna put this into a spray bottle, and then eventually probably on my Instagram or something, I'll make a little story and just keep you guys posted on my thoughts on that. So yeah, my brain just turned off a little bit there. But overall, my hair feels great. My hair is nice and shiny. It feels nice, it feels good. I'm probably going to post a picture on my Instagram too, so you guys can get like a feel for it and like the sunlight. But my hair does look really nice and shiny, and my hair honestly doesn't often look shiny because it's been through a lot. So I'm really happy again with how this worked. I recommend this if you're willing to spend the money on it. Even if you're not super comfortable spending this much money on it, which I mean, like, live your best life, you know. Even if you just use the step 3, you'll still notice a difference. So I know the step 3 is the same price, but because it's a cream, I find that it spreads a little bit easier. But I also like that it comes with it in this as well, because this is like a decent size. This is probably going to be at least another use for me, maybe 2 if I was being careful, but probably just 1 more. And also, again, I do want to thank Olaplex for sending this to me. I'm really, really excited. This was like my first little piece of PR, if you will. I feel very fancy and very, you know, important and all that fun stuff. So I do really appreciate that. And again, there was no obligation to create any content surrounding it at all. I was just really excited and I wanted to. So if you guys have any other questions, like say about how the treatment works, or anything like that, you can leave them down below. I will get back to you as soon as I possibly can with all those answers. And with that, I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more beauty related content. Typically hair isn't my vibe, more so makeup and skincare, you know, so if that's kind of content that you're into, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys.